And we should have more than enough ammunition to run these guns now. In fact, we can just watch a live reading of how much ammo is on the belt. Dropping to 230, dropping to 220, dropping to 210, but we're already most of the way to Nauvis. Dropping to 170. God, no wonder 80 was too low of a limit. Flying this thing around consumes a ton of ammo. But we could research some gun damage upgrades and improve that. Whoa, 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 why? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Excuse me? I guess we need to add a circuit condition in here. Drop to planet, Nauvis. Will you drop me off automatically? Because I can't help but notice you're not stopping at Nauvis. Alright, that'll be good enough. I'm not sure why it's going directly back to Volcanus, and I'm a little worried about the state of how much ammo that ship has, but I guess this will be fine. We're home, and that's really all that counts at the end of the day. So what we need to fix here, now that we're back home, get this pollution overlay out of here, we need to build up science. Our science is not doing great, and it's time to scale it up significantly. Blue is the biggest problem, but military is not far behind. The bright side with blue is everything that we need to make blue science exists on a train right now. So we're going to make a new blue science factory over here, and we're going to borrow some of the red circuits to do it. Let me go get my box with all my things in it. My things box. Thank you. It's full of firearm magazines. Ugh. I don't want these. Take this disgusting ammo away from me. Give me good ammo instead. And then logistics. Yeah, that's fine. I don't actually need any of that junk on me. You can carry it away. I don't know where you're going to put it, but I don't need it. Clear all of this out. Clear all of this out. Clear a bit of this out. Let's go ahead and set wood to get automatically shunted out of my inventory as well. Anytime a logistics pod is close enough to do that, I welcome you to. Do you not have pipes on you? You don't have pipes on you. Very strange. Alright. So we'll keep you working. Can I kill this power line? It looks like yes. So you have red circuit already. You also need to pull in engine. Yeah, no, that's fine. You want that. Engine trains are 111s. And then you also need to pull in sulfur, which is also a 111 train. From there, how much science do you want realistically? It's convenient to build in multiples of 60, because that's just what the ratios are like. So I'm gonna say that we want to build for 600. We're gonna aim for 600 science per minute, and we're gonna call that good enough for some time. You are going to be 111 engine drop-off. And you are going to get summoned. When you have less than 50 times 50 engines in here. And then you are going to be 111 sulfur drop-off. And you are going to get summoned. Yeah, I know. You can't find a path. It's very confusing because there's a new station and you don't know how to get there. I'm working on it. You're going to get summoned when sulfur, which also stacks to 50, is less. Oh, this is 50 times 48. What am I saying? There we go. So you're all powered, but this power doesn't connect to anything, so we'll do that. And then we just need to run these rails long enough that they can hold the engine tailing off the back. Weave that together. And run it out here to connect to the main line. Then each of you needs to get path signals, which I don't have on me. What do you guys need? Oh, you're taking the wood away. Thank you. I have to go get path signals, then? I also have to finish tearing up this bus at some point. But one thing at a time. Give me some of these. We also, like, just have to finish that bus in general. We have, like, a third of a bot mall constructed here. And it would be nice to actually flesh that thing out completely. Alright. These stations should now summon trains. They do. You need to pick up sulfur. Sure. And then how many do we need to make 600 blue science per minute? Have you even made sure that a blue belt is enough to power this assembly? You can make 0.06 per second with 1. That makes 3.6 per minute. 600 divided by 3.6 means you need 166 of these? Maybe we'll do 300 science per minute. That's a huge number. I need to, like, I would need beacons for that, basically. Right, 0.06 times 60. 3.6. 300 divided by 3.6. 83. That seems like a saner number. So that's 20. You're making 600 science per minute. Wouldn't that mean you're making 60 per second? Like, you don't even have a belt that can move 60 science per second. What are you thinking? Yeah, 300 seems more reasonable. Also, what's your power grid like? Can your power grid handle that? Probably. You have 489 megawatts available. I think you'll do just fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's chill. It'll figure it out. You need blue inserters. You are going to need a lot more assembly machine tubes. You don't have them in the bot mall. It's okay. I think you're still making them on the normal belt. Or in the old factory. Yeah, you've got plenty. You're gonna need more power lines, though, as well. Where do you make power lines in here? I don't think you do. I think you gotta go back to the bot mall for power lines. I'm gonna get science squared away. And then, I swear, I'm gonna fix the bot mall. You're not making mediums in the... Oh my god. Oh. You really have no factory where you're making medium electric ball? No, you do. It's right there. It's in the old mall. It's not in the old factory, but it's in the old mall. That should do. And then, are you gonna need more than 400 blue belt? Probably. That's worrying. But we can make belts and foundries once we ship foundries to Nauvis, and I think we'll much prefer to do that. Okay. You'll come up here. You'll come up like this. You will get split here. You will get split here. You will both go underground. I'm fully aware that we do not have the production to support 300 science per minute in literally anything else we do. It's a work in progress. This is what we're building towards. So, if we can take care of this now, it's just one less thing that we'll have to do later. Where does this power line go? It supplies your uranium. You probably don't want to get rid of that. Here. Also, have you automated productivity modules here yet? Because science is always a prime target for productivity modules. I think you have, because you filled your labs with them. They would be over here. But you're only making prod 1s. Well, prod 1s are probably better than nothing. So, we'll do that for now. And off you go. Then here on this end, all of these are going to join into a giant splitter that is going to run like this, and then we just pipe this back to our labs. You can go like that. Blue will come in like this. All of this belt work will eventually get improved, because right now it is a bit of a rat's nest. And then we can go and turn off our blue science production up here, which means getting rid of all of this. This entire branch is no longer necessary. They said he was crazy for putting engines on trains, but look who's laughing now. You can kill these engines. So get rid of all of this. In fact, you don't even need to be splitting this gears anymore. And you don't need to be splitting that steel. So reclaim this off the belt entirely, just pull the whole thing up. Just like that. the red circuits do need to stay in place because they're going to a lot of things. Wait a minute, where do engines go? And why? Oh, they go to the old, robot frame manufacturer. Yeah, we don't need that anymore either. But this no longer needs to get split in half. That can just be a full belt of reds now. Really? Let's see. Steel. You can put steels on there. Like that. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I am picking up a ton of shit. We can run this belt all the way back now. This green circuit splitter does not need to exist anymore. Alright, so that's engines ripped out of the old base. What's up, Vision? We are ripping, man. Do you want to see our insane new science plan? How do you feel about 300 science per minute for a mid-game base? I have to build like 6 of these. Because I'm not beaconing yet. But I should be, but I'm not. But yeah, we're ripping out old base stuff and we're expanding out the bottom. We want the bot mall to be doing for us, doing more for us, because currently it's not doing anything for us. And as we rip up old parts of the bot mall, we can reclaim all of this space with new things that are exciting and that we like. Actually, wait, red circuits don't go anywhere. What am I talking about? How did you used to get red circuits? Because that's where they would have come in. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're about to have a bot. You should tear all this out. All of this should get torn out. You also need to be pulling... No, that's all of it. That's all your blue science for now. How much blue science are you making? Show me blue science production, please. 60 per minute? Why are you dipping like this? There shouldn't be dips. I just want to watch it for a little bit. This is last 10 minutes. No, it's dipping now. Why are you dipping? I'm not sure why my production graph is lying to me, but it does look pretty stable at 85 per minute. So I'm going to choose to interpret that. The other thing that I want to know is, has it saturated the labs? It has saturated the labs. And if it saturated the labs, I think I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's see if that just picks things up a little quicker. Well, it's trying to saturate. It's sort of saturated the labs. Like, it's building up here at the end, but... No, I might need to make more, actually. Now that I look at it. Yeah, we're gonna have to build a second column. Yeah, I think it's just really spiky right now. Alright, so if I wanted to just do a second one of these, I would grab from here. And I would put it here. And I would not need that. Is this a little inefficient in terms of, like, having this belt here? Yeah, 100%. But I also think it looks cool to have a mega column. And so I'm gonna have the mega column. because the mega column is just cool. And then you come out like this. You feed into an inserter like this, or a splitter like this. How many of these did I say I needed? 80? Maybe more? 0.06. Let's do the math again. 0.06 times 60 is 3.6 per second per assembler. So if I was aiming for 300 divided by 3.6, I'd need 83 of these. But I think I said I was just going to round to 80. And there are 20 in a column. So this should make 150. That should be about 150 blue per minute. And I'm reasonably sure that we have the production to keep up with that at all points of the train network right now, until we start to run out of really basic things like copper. But we're waiting on copper from Volcanus, because we need foundries. And that's when we're going to scale up our very basic minerals production. We're also going to run out of stuff like purple, no question. But we'll at least let blue kind of do its thing here. And then I think we can also render this red circuit factor redundant, because we're not actually piping it into the belt or into the base anywhere anymore. Which means that you don't need to get split, and we can tear you up. Oh, hold on. That stone might matter. I don't remember where it goes, but it might matter. It also means that we can shut off plastic intake, which is only going to this and cannon shells. This station can get turned off. I don't even need that station anymore. That's going to be a ton of plastic to evacuate. And then I'm going to go work on the bot mall. I want the bot mall to function. So you're going to get passive providers. Simply so that I can move. You should not put them here. You should put them above the roboports. Because then, as you build more trains, you don't have to move them around so much. So just get these out of the way. Do I use personal logistics for trash? That's what I'm aiming for. I don't have it set up currently, which is why I can't just be like, move all this to my trash slots and then forget about it forever. But that's specifically why I want to get this bot mall functional, so that I can do that. So that anything in my inventory that I'm like, I don't want this, I can just chuck it into logistics trash, and then somebody will take it somewhere for me. That is what we are aiming for. Can rip all of this up, can rip that up. And we'll move this. And that'll give us space to put one more train station. I don't know what that train will carry yet, but we'll have room for it. And then these passive providers will just slowly leach items back into the bot mall. So given that I want to do everything in AM3s, I think it's probably a smart idea to automate AM3s so that I can build a lot of AM3s. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted to see. We have full saturation on those labs. This is going to let us blow through a pretty significant chunk of infinite research, which will be great. We have 631 built up here. Uranium is doing fine. Power grid is doing fine. And need I remind you, we haven't even brought our 4th reactor online yet. It's just sitting over here waiting to be built. Like, this power station is so incredibly robust to the amount of power that we're actually using. That's right, you were offshore pumps originally. Let's change you back. Let's change you first to look at offshore pump. And then let's change you to make offshore pump. That steel plate productivity 1 done. I could just get a ton of laser weapon damage ranks. I could get physical projectile damage ranks. My military science is actually a little thin. I'm going to build a ton of productivity up. I'm going to take productivity to 5,000. No, I'm going to take productivity to 5. I'm going to take steel to 5. And that's just going to be a project that we work on for a while. Imagine the type of situation that calls for that many offshore pumps. It's not about how many offshore pumps we're going to use. It's about how many offshore pumps we can make without looking insane. You know? You know. You know what I'm talking about. So you are going to be AM2s. Request everything we need for that. Our logistics here is 50 by 40, I think. It's stack size by 40. So if this is less than 50 by 40, then you keep making. And over here, this is going to be AM3s, which we can't actually make yet, because we don't have speed 1s in the network yet. That's fine. And then you are going to be, if this is less than 50 by 40. Up here, we'll set up... I guess we should really ratio the speed modules. Well, no, we don't need to. Oops. I was gonna say we should probably ratio those out, but it doesn't matter. And then the next train to come in actually needs to be red circuits. If we want to be automating those. So you would come here. We leave a gap of 2, like that. You would come like this. You don't actually have on rail to do this. No, that's because you're short on stone. You need to get the stone train in here, too. You don't even have a stone train right now, actually. Now that I remember. You have none stone train. What do you I just picked up a ton. Oh, right. It's getting auto-trashed. I don't know where they take that, for the record. It was just a holdover from Volcanus. So you would peel in here. You would get lights here. These are passive providers, that's fine. You would sit here. You need a train station. This is going to be... The red circuit train's a 111, right? Yeah, it's a 111. Give me 111 red circuit drop-off. Wire it. Power it. Get these symmetrical. That's correct. That's the right circuit condition for you to use. And now that you have red circuits, you can come over here and you can go make speed 1s. Make speed 2s as a placeholder. Make efficiency 1s. Efficiency 2s. Production 1s, production 2s. Quality 1s, quality 2s. You should really build a naked one of these so that you can copy and paste it. And then save it as a blueprint. It's such a pain to hook these up initially. that we should really just start automating it. Like, can I have some advanced circuits, please? Thank you. Not that far. Please don't run out onto the train tracks. I could parameterize it, but A, I don't know how to, and B, I'd rather just make it huge because then it's interesting to look at. I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum of like, oh, you gotta do like this way. Like this is the way that you should build Factorio optimally. I get it, that's fine. But no, logistics. Insertion. Oh, parameterize the blueprint. You know, I've never actually tried parameterizing a blueprint. You'd have to walk me through that one. Anyway, this is going to be speed ones. Enable if speed module less than 50 times 48. No, 50 times 40. I am doing stack size x constant for all of them. But I've never actually fricked around with the parameterization. What have you done wrong here? This is 50 times 40. There you go. God, maybe I do need to parameterize them because I'm stupid. Copy this over here, copy this over here. I'll take a look at it. I'll look at it after stream. I'll go read up on it. I do have an offline game that I've been running. You've probably seen offline save pop up. That is where I'm just testing out different things that I don't have a ton of experience with. So I can go and fiddle around with it in there. It's not quite as far along as this file is, but it's getting close. Alright, you guys are working on that. That's great. You literally just made the blueprint and then you're just going back to auto-crafting it? Where did you put it? Did you not save it? This? You don't need that. This? I don't even know what that is. I don't think you saved it. That's just copying. You forgot to save a naked template of it. Well, build it again. But remember what you're doing this time. Streamers really are dumb, man. Also, because my power poles aren't symmetrical, I can't even technically make it a tieable blueprint anyway. Also, these are backwards. No, I'll just do it now. I'll just make it now. This is botmol inserter blank create. Oh, you know what? I bet I just like right click once I add it in my inventory. Here, you can live in there. So you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this. You are this less than 50 times 40. 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 I got it. I mean, I didn't get it back, but I worked around it. You hold efficiency 1s, you hold efficiency 2s. These filters matter if I'm eventually going to move to just dumping everything I don't want into logistics trash slots. I have to set every single one of these or they're going to fill up with garbage. Also, just double check that you have set up all of these inserter conditions correctly, because if you forgot any of those, then it's going to overload your entire logistics grid, stuff you don't want. Those look fine. Give me you. You are going to be storage chest, you are going to be requester chest, you are going to be... These should really be active providers, huh? I don't think I'm ever going to need buffer chest. I don't... These are the only 2 chests I need. I don't need any other chests but these. You are going to be storage chest less than... Oh, wait, hold on. Those exist in the network somewhere. They're at 50 by 40. No, I'm making them in the old mold. They're in the old mold. And then you are going to be these less than 50 by 40. You are going to be storage chest. You are going to be requester chest. Copy and paste those requests over. Looks like they're on their way to grab them now. Perfect. And then what else do I need to add? What am I not making that I need? Stack inserters? Yeah, because you needed red chips for stack inserters. Bulk inserters, sorry. These stack to 50. So if you have less than 50 times 40, put them in here. What else do I need? You need bricks for that. I think you have pump jacks in here somewhere. You don't. Can you make pump jacks with everything you're bringing in? Are you making pipe? You're making pipe. You can make pump jacks. You are going to be bulk inserter. You are going to be pump jack. You are enabled when pump jack less than... These stack to 10, I think. 20. 20 times 40. When you have less than 800 pump jacks. I think for now, it seems okay. There's still a ton of stuff that I need to add to it. But for now, just knowing that I have AM3s automated in it is a weight off of my shoulders. So this station can now go. And this track can go. This station can go. This is going to destroy a lot of lubricant, but lubricant is free. I'm sad about it destroying this much lubricant, though. Are you inside logistics bot coverage here? You are. Okay, I have a different plan then. Can you give me requester chests? Can you request about 500 gears each? And then can you unload those bad boys? Maybe we can use up all of the lubricant that's left over here, and then we don't have to worry about wasting it all. Oh, that killed your grid. Hold on. Please hold. There we go. Because I am going to need a ton of belt. So I don't want it to just be off. And also, I could get you to go even faster. Because I have blues. And you're kind of throughput limiting me. Yeah, that power pole is doing the Lord's work right now. Alright. So that's going to keep my logistics drones busy for a bit, but, you know, they're looking for a hobby right now, I assume. That'll drain the lube out of these tanks, and then I can tear all of that section up, replace it with foundries, because I would much rather be building belts in foundries once my first shipment of foundries comes down from space. And then, while that sits around, I can't quite kill all of this yet, because I am still making red and green science in the old base. But maybe it's time that we moved that over to, I guess, what's turning into our science manufacturing section over here. Like, we can expand this track up, and it actually gives us a ton of room to work with. Because I can just split off of this green belt. Yeah, I can just split off of that green belt and pull everything up here for doing green science. And I'm not even shipping copper plate and iron out here yet for red science. Also, blue is backing up? What is throughput limiting you right now? The amount of labs you have is throughput limiting you. That's new. Well, it's a good thing you've got space for a ton more. Because that's what we're going to be adding. Did you not grab the power poles on that side? There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8, 12... What? 8? 16... It's 24 labs that you need to make. You're gonna run out of gears. Just steal some from here. 20. 24. And then everything else should be in construction bar range. Playthrough ended with a ton of forest. It's good for pollution, but terrible for having any space to build. Have you tried burning the entire thing down? You can automate that problem away. Well, not automate. You still have to, like, push the button on the flamethrower, but solutions exist. Alright. That should spike our research speed. Doing 109, 110. Going up to maybe 120. Alright, we gotta get red and green moved into a significant production here. Oh wait, what's this problem? Oh, I know what this problem is. I need to put a lane balancer into this thing. Yeah, it would be here. There we go. It doesn't really matter, because it's going down to half a belt at the end anyway. Also, if these aren't blue, it's entirely possible that your rate limiter soon could be belt speed. Because if you're aiming for 300 science per minute, that would be... You can do this. 30 per second? Nope. 60 per second? Nope. 5 per second? Okay, never mind. It's actually not that bad at all. There's prod 4 done. The hell time is it? It's only 11:30. It feels so late. I'm not coping. I'm not covering for the fact that I can't do math on stream. It actually feels so late. That's weekends for you, though, I guess. I mean, I guess I did do, like, a bunch of stuff with my day. I went for a run. I did a grocery store trip. I got some work out of the way. Like, I did things. Maybe that's why it feels like I'm so tired. Am I not hoarding rails off of the end of this belt? Where the hell is rail? You have 4,500 in there, but you're not stockpiling anymore. You should probably start doing that. You need iron plate and electronic circuit. Yoink. And over here exists for me a yoink. There we go. So you're gonna need 2 stations. 3 stations. 4 stations. You're gonna need 4 stations. You are gonna come out like this. You're going to be this long. And then you're going to look like this. And I think that's symmetrical. Let's make sure. Yeah, the iron unload sucks, but it doesn't matter. Oh, grow up. It doesn't matter because it's consuming asymmetrically off the lane. I think. No, you're right. It's actually horrendous. I need to fix that. Because that's going into my purple science. Alright, so what's your problem exactly? Oh, I could just... No, that's not... Oh! This is, No, that shouldn't matter. Well, what we need to do... I don't know, I need to splitters. You're right. It is imbalanced, and it's imbalanced in a way that's hurting productivity. Rather than imbalanced in a way that is cosmetically ugly, but ultimately doesn't matter. So, we'll go fix that. Like, this doesn't matter. Cosmetically, it is extremely ugly the way it's unbalancing, or it's unloading, but we're not consuming that belt that fast. There we go. But you're also unloading asymmetrically. Why are you unloading asymmetrically? I think we just don't have enough iron in the system right now. Nah, cosmetics aren't king right now. Cosmetics will be king after I'm done setting up these last couple science stations, and then I can go back to cosmetics being king. But for right now, cosmetics are the enemy of efficiency. This rail needs to be this long. You'll go here, here. Yeah, they oscillate based on what you have to do. If you have time to burn on cosmetics, you can be like, oh, cosmetics really important right now. If you don't have time to burn on cosmetics, you're like, fuck you. I'm busy. This is going to be red. This isn't really the style of unloading that you want, though. You're right. You need to grab a normal 141 copper unloader. Oh, but that's the old style. Do I have a new style copper unloader? There you are. There's my boy. With a bunch of random shit that I don't need attached to it. There's my boy. I can't flip you because you... No, I can. Alright, quick, before the drones get to it, kill all this extra stuff. Can't you just unload this into a 4-to-1 now, though? You can. Unload this into a 4-to-1. These don't matter. Okay, that's going to be your copper unload. Let's call you 141 copper. Yeah, 141 copper plate drop off. If I hold shift when I'm copying, I can ditch out. What? Holy, okay. That's great. I didn't know that that was just a shortcut to the blueprint. Who needs Alt B, man? Give me shift, control C, whatever. I need to power you as well. What else am I pulling in here? What are you making? You're making red signs. You need gears. You need a 121 gears drop off. Uh-oh. How long has this been broken? And why? Because that needs to not be a path signal. That needs to be a normal rail signal. No. Well, yeah. There's a chain signal somewhere that there shouldn't be a chain signal over there. We just have to go find where it is. This goes some way to explaining some of the throughput issues that we may have been experiencing recently. Now, where is it? It's you. You need to be a path signal, because you're not long enough to let a train clear this junction. Can I move you to here? No, because he's going to get mad that you're inside that junction. You need to come back to about here to let that junction clear. Yeah, there you go. And then if you go back to automatic, now it should be your turn to move through that junction. You have enough space to get into the coal mine. That's probably also a problem signal if I had to guess. So we'll replace you. And I think that's fine now. Alright. Minor snarl cleared up. We can start thinking about taking this iron mine apart. Not yet, but soon. We'll head down here, set up gears production. We will migrate red science into the new portion of the base. Yeah, it's going to come down there. I need a 121 gears drop-off. That would be at the engine plant, and it's even in the right orientation. Wrong. It's in the incorrect orientation. You go here. Trim that off. Pull this power pole up. You attach to here. Call this 121 gears. That's fine. Are you cabled? You are not cabled. Now you are. And then I need to power both of you. I could do that right about here. Excuse? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Hold on. You didn't place that in the right spot at all. Oh, you fool. You absolute fool. Where'd the fuel go? Oh, it's still getting unloaded. Oh, kill this whole thing. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Destroy it all. It's all incorrect. You were not paying attention to what you were doing. And now you've paid the ultimate price for it. Okay, fuck this. Fine. Fine. If the drones want to take it apart, I will let the drones take it apart. God, you saved so much time by being fast, though. Yeah, legitimately, I don't know how I screwed that up. It's so obvious when you just look at it this way. Alright, Fierce Train, you can leave. I really can't think of any reason to not just have this be blue. And if you're really gonna force me to... No, you're not gonna force me to. I'm gonna run it down under here. You can't make me. You're gonna run down under here. You're gonna go into a 2-to-1 balancer, also known as a splitter with a little thing on it. You're gonna come through about here. You can actually just combine both of these belts into one, because that's how you're going to feed it into the science plant. So you'll actually go like this. I think that'll look nicer. Alt-U. Oh, perhaps filters on the unloaders? No, filters on the unloaders is for cowards. Filters on unloaders is admitting that you are not responsible enough to run your own trains. And if that hurts your feelings, you need to do better at trains. I'm sorry. There's no other explanation for it. Now, how much red do we need? We're building for 300 science per minute. One factory makes 0.15. One factory makes 9 per minute. We need 33 of these. We'll build 34. That would be 17 and 17. 4. 8. 12. 16. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I obsessed with the idea of running double belts down the middle of a factory array? Yes. Do I think it looks cool? Also yes. Can I be stopped? No. I just think it's cool. I need more long-handed inserters. I also need to go check on the spaceport to see if I have gotten any foundries in, because I can't help but notice that we haven't had a copper train arrive. I'm not requesting anything. This explains so much. Volcanus imports. I want you to import. Oh, I'm going to need a ton of storage space for this. Hold on. Before we start raining this stuff down on us, I need to build a lot of expansion slots for this thing. Like a significant amount. I have no shame in automating shit so you can stop thinking about it. Yeah, but 2 points. 1, you can just automate your trains so that, like, they don't do that in the first place. And 2, your biggest obstacle to succeeding at automation in Factorio is you. You are always the weakest link in your factory. And as far as I know, there's no way to automate yourself out of making mistakes. So rather than allow myself to become complacent and be like, ah, it's okay, I'll just, like, set up a filter inserter so mistakes don't happen. No. That's where they get you. Also, this is a horrendous idea because you want to be able to pull things out of this spaceport. Really, you wanted to run it back here, but you can't now. So run it off to the side, and then later, when this produces pain, you'll live with it. I would like from you 100 big mining drills. I would like 100 foundries. I would like 500 calcite. No, wait, science. You wanted science. Give me 2,000 science. Give me 500 calcite. Give me 500 tungsten plate. The other thing is that making mistakes in Factorio is interesting and is also entertaining. So I don't want to optimize any potential fun out of the stream by playing perfectly all the time. Instead, I would rather produce chaos for myself every once in a while, and then blame everyone but myself for it. Because that can be fun. You still didn't get red inserters, by the way. Which was the entire reason you came over here. Alright, where are you, reds? Here you are. About that many. And you probably want some blues as well. About that many. And you probably want some blue belts as well. That'll last you. Yeah, exactly. And that's like the thing that's weird about streaming. It was actually one of my hesitations to playing Factorio for a really long time. Is you can find a game to be really enjoyable and fun. And be like, you know, I'm really enjoying playing this fun game. It's so enjoyable. And have it be incredibly boring for someone else to watch. And then you can also have other games that are really interesting to watch that are just not interesting to play, like, at all. And that's the weird thing about streaming, is that you're incentivized to play games that are fun to watch, even when they're not necessarily fun to play. Except because I don't have any, like, grand desire to become a streamer in real life. And I'm happy just playing games, even if no one is watching. I've decided I'm just not going to bother with all that. And I'm going to play games that I think are fun, which is why we're playing Factorio. Now, fortunately, people do watch Factorio. Hello, VOD viewers, by the way. I see you. But it's just one of those weird things about streaming. Is trying to figure out, like, what people actually want to watch versus what's just engagement bait. Why would you do this in this way? When you know you're just going to combine red and greens when they get to the lab. I don't know. Alright. Behold, we are killing red science assembly in the main base. Many people said this day would never come. They thought, surely these 10 labs will be generating him so much science that he will go to the Forbidden Planet and they'll still be churning away? No. No, they're dead now. They're dead and they're gone. You can do it like this. Yep. Okay, so that's red taken care of, and then we still have to do blue as well. Oop, that was a load-bearing pole. I don't know how. Oh, I do know how. There. That'll fix it. You need to dump a bunch of shit out of your inventory, though. It's this. No. It's a place to dump a bunch of shit out of your inventory. How about that? Definitely don't need mining drills. Definitely don't need that many engines. Probably don't need walls. I don't know where that came from. Don't need those. Science you can put in a lab. What's this? Oh, yeah, I know what that is. That's where we used to make underground pipes. And now we don't anymore. Okay, kill all of these. Run this back up. Get rid of this. That's a load-bearing power pole. You can't get rid of that one. You can also marginally improve the way this looks. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, that red science wasn't even a temporary build. That was a real build. It was ratioed out, and it served its purpose. But I'm still gonna kill it. I can't kill that yet, because that's for military. I can't kill this because it's for military. I can't kill you. And I can kill you in about 5 minutes. After I build green. Dude, look at it. Zoom in. Yes, man. I love that. And then we'll swing you up here. This is going to need 3 train stations, actually. It's going to need iron plates. It's going to... No, it's going to need 2. It only needs 2. It only needs iron plates and gears. It only needs 1. It only needs iron plates. Because gears we have coming from here, and green circuits we have coming from here. So you are going to get routed up here. Yeah, like that's fine. Sure. And then you'll probably also come through here. It's inconceivable that we would consume more than 2 blue belts of gears. Oh, actually. If that's the way you're going to do it. Let's go like this. Right, and then what? I don't know, we'll figure it out. The only thing we need to bring in here is iron plates. So we just need a very straightforward... I think I can safely sever you. I can. That's huge. Oop, I can't. You power important things, it turns out. Well, I can run you down to here, and then I can connect you to there. Now you're good. I need a 141 iron unload. And I would prefer it to... Ooh, I did kill a lot. Hang on. That was a very load-bearing power pole. I'm surprised. I would have thought that part of the network had redundancies. You good now? You're good now. I guess it did. So I need a 141 iron that unloads on this side. That has to exist somewhere in this base. It exists here. Grab you. You are the old style that I hate. But I can fix that. And then you need to get signaled so that trains can pull in appropriately. You can also upgrade all of this to blue. We can also upgrade all of this to blue. And then this is going to be a 4-to-1 for sure. That's wrong. So we will grab our trusty 4-to-1 balancer. No, it's going to be a 4-to-2. Because you're also going to need iron for military science. For grenades. So leave yourself that second belt. It'll probably just run all the way down here. And then I've changed my mind about this green belt. You're going to come up here. Do a little bit of that. And then you're going to come up here. And you are going to meet this gears belt. And then we're going to go get more blue belt. And oh man, once we turn all these on, we'll be gated on purple science, but we can scale purple science. It's already there. And everything else will be producing it what I think should be 300 science per minute. So we will be able to crank out some mining productivity research. By the time we hit the go button on those big mining drills, oh baby. Okay. So now you need to do a little bit of math to figure out how many inserters and transport belt factories you need for this thing. You are going to make 0.12 per second. 7.2. 300 divided by 7.2 is 42. You're going to need 42 of these. That's going to be 21 on each side. Actually, do you want to build them over here? Yes, I do. No, Yes, I do. You're going to need more AM2s, though. Grab another 50. So, let's see. I need 21 on each side, I said. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. No, you do need 2 belts down the middle again. Good. And this is the part where you're like, I'm so stupid. I know that these are going to connect eventually. So I should have just made them connect. Because they're going to be right here. So if you have 42 of these running, you're going to need 0.12 times 42. You're going to need 5 transport belts per second, and you're going to need 5 inserters per second. 5 transport belts per second you would really like to use a foundry for. You're getting close to being able to launch a rocket. Or to being able to come over here, and I could send you over manually. But you just leave again. Whatever. I'll do it with inserter. I'll do it with assemblers now, and then we can upgrade to foundries later. So how many do I need to make 5 transport belts per second? Not many at all. 2. It's easy. Okay. So you're going to do that. And then you're going to do this. And that's going to be one side. And then on the other side, we're going to need, I'd imagine, 2 of you. No. 4 of you. So you'll go like that. You are going to attach, like, this. You're going to get pulled back by 1. You're going to pull off of this belt. You're going to insert onto this belt. And you are going to pull off of this belt. So the middle belt is just going to run directly through the labs. And the near and far belts are going to be the ones that carry gears. And I think the easiest way to route these is probably just up and over the trains. So we're going to get rid of this again. And I'm also going to get rid of you, because you're going to come under here. And you're just going to come up and over like this. You'll go in the near side, you'll go on the far side. It doesn't really matter which belt is which, because all of the assemblers can reach any side. Well, that matters. Hook up to the right one. Is it ugly? Yeah, it's ugly. But it'll work. I really don't like that it's offset like that, but I don't think there's really anything I can do about it either. So the left belt is the one that carries inputs. The right belt is the one that outputs science. You're going to output. You are going to intake. You are going to output. And then I need to power you. Which you've made difficult because all of your inserters are staggered for some reason. Why did you do that way? This works much better. Because now it's insanely obvious where you put the power poles. Wait, what happened down here? You just don't need to exist. Is what happened down there. And this hasn't turned on because we have no available iron plates, I'm assuming. Catastrophic. Right? Yeah, you're trying to summon a train. But there's no iron ore getting dropped off. Oh my god, it's even worse than I thought. We're not mining enough iron. We have to tap more nodes. That's horrible. I mean, it's a good problem to have, I guess. The base is eating. But it's also minorly inconvenient in this moment. Oh, we should probably also hook these up. Alright. So, when the iron train actually decides to show up, that is approximately 300 science per minute. It's not quite. Oh, wait, where are you running this? You're running it like this. It's not quite 300 per minute because purple isn't scaled to 300 per minute yet. It's going to put red on the wrong side of the belt, too. Just, what are you doing? Eat all this up. And then turn off the green belt. And have the red belt feed directly on it. Here it comes. Mining prod 5. Beautiful. Get rid of this belt. Is that the most elegant way for that to work? I'm gonna say yeah for now. Go get some more of our blue belt. We are drinking lubricant, so that's good. But you're out of iron plate now. Okay. I can fix that too. You need iron plate here. Yeah, that's where you need iron plate to come in. Iron plate. 500. Move it over there as well. Oh, you're gonna need red circuit too. And green circuit. But I can also fix that. By going... Hey, this is a lot of work to just use up lubricant. Which is kind of free anyway. But it's an interesting problem to try and solve. Or at least I think it is. Green circuit 200. Red circuit 200. Reset the belt. Logistics. You should be able to find places for all of this. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the ability to just give random shit to the logistics network. And have it find a place for it. Which it looks like it's able to do quite admirably right now. And does that turn everything back on for you? Yeah, it looks like it does. Okay. Then, I actually need to finish cleaning this belt off. That's belt 2 done. Let's go officially plug it in, and then we can kill the green science production. You're hooked up. Green science, what are you receiving that you don't need to receive anymore? None of that. And there should be a green circuit intake somewhere. Oh, it's here. Yeah, we can also kill that. Goodbye. And your gears. We can also kill that. Goodbye. That's also going to turn this whole section of the mall off, which is fine. Because I think all of that is being produced in other places, except for maybe gun turrets. I'm not sure about gun turrets. But we can rip this up. And the only thing stopping us from ripping this entire section of the base up completely now is fuel cell production, which we need to keep the reactor on, and military science, which is going to be more annoying than you would expect to try and automate. Because we don't actually belt any of the things that are used for military science automation right now. And so we're going to have to build a ton of it on site. And it's going to be a larger draw than you would expect. Is basically my point. You really wanted to drop off there with your freshly earned plate load, huh? What is the holdup down here? Crafting rocket. No, we're out of rocket fuel. What the heck? Oh, I guess we do only have 2 factories building it. Hold on. No, this makes a lot of sense, actually. Give me like 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we can't quite fit 10. No, alright, that's gonna be a my bad situation, I think, on that one. I think I can understand why we're not producing rocket fuel as fast as I wanted. Fortunately, I can just build all this by hand from space. I don't even need to be there. I think that should be that. You're not running because you don't have light oil. Oh, you haven't built that underground pipe section yet. All of these are insanely full. And it looks like only 3 of our refineries run in the first place. How you guys doing here? Good? That's probably still not going to give you enough rocket fuel. But the calcite belt is in the way, and I don't have a great other place to put it. It's going to be a project for next time we go to Vulcanus. We simply do not make enough rocket fuel to keep these platforms going at an appreciable rate. Interesting. Though there is one thing we can do in the meantime. Now that I think we've addressed this design limitation with the Vulcanus Pilgrim. Let's start building the Fulgora Nomad. You're gonna need... Oh, this is all wrong. No, no. That's fine. It's just not active. You need 1,200 space platform. Let's start launching some rockets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Get them up there. It almost makes you wonder if you want more. But I think 6 is fine. We're not in a rush to go to Fulgora. I'm just going to build the ship. Because then, even in like an emergency where I need to get to Volcanus, but I don't have the ship there, I can just take the waiting Fulgora Nomad over there. Or Fulgora Pilgrim, whatever I call it. You know. You know the guy. So I need to think about how I want to scale this. We didn't build this with scale. Well, actually, maybe we kind of did. We can just slide this down even further. And then we can wrap the belts around to the south or something. I don't love this science setup right now. I'm gonna leave it for a long time. But I'm not in love with it. I think there's considerable improvements that could be made. Anyway, let's keep cleaning this up. Reclaim a bunch of space into this desert again. Red circuit plant, you served okay. We never built you as large as you needed to be. But it wasn't your fault. It was mine. I could have bots do it, but there's something personal about tearing down the old parts of the base that you no longer need. It's like saying farewell. Now, I will get bots to cart all this shit off after I'm done with it. I'm not above that. We definitely want to keep that space platform automation running for as long as we can. You can't take that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. Gears, stick. Bunch of circuits we don't need. Iron and copper plate. Don't need any of this. You don't do anything. And I think I can just get rid of you. I think your function may have been construction at some point. But you are no longer needed there. And none of this needs power either. So I am fine with shutting that off. We can back all of this up. I can just tank that. This split doesn't need to happen anymore. $800 flying robot frames. We did pretty well on those. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Steel can go. Belt can go. Should probably keep long-handed inserters on you. Laser turrets? Let's find a place for them. Same thing with LES. Same thing with engines, electric engines, sulfur, chips. Flying robot frame. I'm sure you can figure something out. Because we're going to need to back this plastic belt up. All the way to the train station, and then we're going to need to tear the train station down. Not something that happens every day in this factory. But this was temporary. Yeah, we don't even need cannon shells anymore. We live in a post-tank society. It really do be like that. Can't reach. You're fine. Inventory is fine. As for where we dump this plastic out of our inventory, I think we're going to have to go to the red circuit factory to do it. I don't think the logistics network is equipped for this level of garbage. These are still AM1s, huh? Probably upgrade those. No, you can get away with AM1s until you unlock electromagnetic plants on Fulgora. You're building the Fulgora ship now, so it's not that far away. Here's the next load of plastic. The red circuit plant is shut off because we don't have green circuits, and we don't have green circuits because we don't have iron. I don't even need to look to know. Our iron is what's short right now. Otherwise, we'd be producing green science. But hopefully the repairs that we made to the way that rocket fuel is getting produced on Volcanus are going to speed that up a bit. We also should not need sulfur. You're making explosives and nothing else. That station can get destroyed. Spare sulfur? I don't know where spare sulfur is going to go, and there's going to be a lot. Blue science, actually. I can dump it in the blue science buildings. There's plastic dealt with. Let's go load up the rockets again. Factory's starting to look a little empty in there. Alright, one more rocket launch left. God, it's crazy that platform is almost exactly engineered for 18 rocket launches to get all the platforms up. Very well designed. Engines can get out of here. Electric mining drills, burner mining drills, boilers. Train cars definitely have a home. Train stops and train signals have a home. Walls probably don't. Gun turrets probably don't, but they should. Back up into this. I don't think we can get rid of coal yet because we're still using coal in military science if we need to research a bit of military. And we will, because we are going to want to get stuff like artillery unlocked as soon as the Fulgora ship, or the Volcana ship shows up. So we can't turn off military yet, but depending on how long that ship takes to show up, we may actually rebuild military by the time it gets back. You also didn't put any productivity modules in your green or your red. It doesn't super matter because they don't really consume a lot relative to the other sciences, but just something to put on your radar. That is sulfur cleaned up. Great news. It's minor chip damage getting taken by some of those walls, but we'll do. And then have you sped up at all? You just launched a rocket. You have 14 in storage. You have 134. Okay, that's enough. Volcanus Pilgrim, how you do? You have one more shipment of foundries, and then these should go pretty quick. Like, a 500 calcite is one rocket launch. 500 tungsten plate is 2 rocket launches. So we're not going to be waiting around too long for that, and I think when that ship finally shows up, that'll be a pretty good stopping point for the stream as well. We do have a bunch of things that still need to be done on Nauvis, though. One of them is that stone doesn't actually exist in the train network right now. So if we want to make anything in the bot mall that is made with bricks, we are out of luck. Number 2 is we need to upgrade every single ore patch that we have. Number 3 is we need to upgrade every single smelting operation that we have. Number 4 is we need to build out military science so that it can keep up with what all of the other sciences are doing. And then we will also need to do the same for production science. So there is going to be a lot that keeps us occupied on Nauvis until we are ready to head to Fulgora. But Fulgora is on the horizon, and when we are ready for it, we will have a ship. At least the ship will be ready to go. Because we're just going to slowly work on building it every time we come over to this section of the base. And we know that it works because it's the same size as the Volcana ship. The only problem that we might have is power. Because Fulgora is a pretty considerable distance away from the sun, whereas Volcanus is much closer and we get more solar out of it. But it's a bridge that we can cross when we come to it. As long as you're tearing things down. You're going to have to rebuild explosives to get cliff explosives. But that's fine. This can get torn down. We don't need this branch of the coal belt. And then we don't need... Well, that steel splitter hasn't been used in forever, basically. You can live in here until the next time we need you, but really, I don't know when that's going to be. And then you are going to sit in my inventory to make a couple cliff explosives when the Volcana ship goes up. these power poles are redundant. Let's make sure we haven't had a giant grid blackout. You two are fairly important logistics ports. Because you allow the bot mall to talk to other parts of the base. So I do need to keep you on. And then I can also migrate all of this sulfur out of here. And then we can also gamble for some quality parts, because we need to put another spaceship together. Great times. How are you looking, Fulgora Nomad? You need 70 fast inserters? That's a lot of inserters. I'm really using 70 up there? What the heck? Well, here's 50. And then there's 2 more. I need 18 gun turrets. I think I have that on me. I do. I have 27. There's 18. I need 6 asteroid collectors. That we want quality for. So let's head to the gambling machines. Can I make 2s yet? Am I making 2s yet? I can make 2s. I need to make a train stop for blue circuits to turn them on. So let's go add that to the bot mall. Why are you still complaining about not being powered? Oh, because this is severed. There we go. I just thought you were complaining for no reason. Alright. I need a blue circuit drop-off train, please. You're not the right color. And I don't like that. We need to change that. Where do I make blue circuits? Over here? Yeah, that's blue circuit pickup. So you should be blue circuit drop-off. No, I need to copy your color, please. What color is this? 00255. There we go. I need to attach you to a roboport. I need to extend the power grid to said roboport. Have you talked to this thing? You are enabled when blue circuits are less than 200 times 12 times 48? 115. No, that can't be right. No, it's about train size. It's not about deposit size. 48 times 200 times 1. Yeah, okay. Do remember how your own mall works. So that'll summon a blue chips train. The blue chips train will turn on all of these things that use chip 2s. There it is now. Anything else you need to add to the mall while you're over here? I don't think so. Because we can't do stone. I really need to add stone, but we can't do stone. Because I want to automate rails. I don't think I'm requesting engines yet. So I can't do locomotives. I can do cargo wagons and fluid wagons. Am I doing those already? No. I could be doing cargo wagons and fluid wagons. Cargo wagon, food wagon. Cargo wagon stacked to 5. Food wagon stacked to 5. Cargo wagon. Food wagon. Set the requests up. Pump I need engines for. Rail ramp I need rail and refined concrete for. That's miles off. Belts I'm not touching. All of this I need like iron ore and some other weird stuff for. I could do storage tanks as well, actually. Am I doing storage tanks? No, and you need to be doing storage tanks to make the tank cars. So you might as well do that as well. Every time we come over here, we'll just add a few more things to the bottom wall. And then what else could you be doing? Solar panels. Would you want solar panels? Yeah, for building ships, obviously. Oh no, you want to do those with quality. You don't just want to make bulk solar panels. You can skip those. Heat pipe if you need to expand the nuclear reactor. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Heat pipe. Why are you? Why are you? You are enabled. Gotta be stacked to 50. 50 times 40. You are enabled if heat pipe less than 50 times 40. Imagine a world where you need 2,000 heat pipe. Oh, well, actually, no. I imagine that world. It's called Aquila. That world actually exists. And that is when we will be using all of that heat pipe. In fact, that might even be when we use all of our offshore pumps, too. Maybe we need 800 offshore pumps for Aquila. Do you think about that? Bet not. Maybe you need to produce like 100,000 methane per second. For reasons. Alright, I need blue chips for you. I need electric engines. I need low density structures. Blue chips. LES. Electric engine. I mean, we'll see. I still have never been to Aquila. Not even, like, off-stream have I been to Aquila. So I have a rough idea of what to expect, but I haven't done it. And we'll see how that changes things for me. But right now, I'm like, you just ship down the shit that you need. Like, you just have a ship, and all it does is run between Nauvis and Aquila. What's so hard about it? Anything you need, you're just like, oh, could you bring that for me? Am I going to eat my words when I get there? Yeah, probably. You know. That's why we make bold statements. Where are you taking this plastic? I think you were taking it to the blue science, but blue science doesn't use plastic. Donk. Oh, you were waiting on... Oh, you were waiting on the asteroid assemblers until you had quality 2s. It's all coming back to me now. That's why you were putting that off. Oh well. Let's go see how many you've managed to make. Wow, green circuit train showing up. I guess we've been using a lot of those in the science build. Alright, show me 4 quality 2s. Show me production 2s. Because those need to go to the labs. And then you can have these quality 1s. You can have these productivity ones. I'm not afraid of trains coming into the mall. I'm not a coward. Start moving these labs along just a little bit more. Alright, now it's gambling time. Those other 5, those do not count. What do you need to make these things? You were short on LDS last time. Let's say you want to make 10. You'll need 200. You'll also need 50. Grab 200. You'll also need 80. Grab 100. Also, if you're going to be lazy, be lazy. Now we can get good asteroid collectors. And we can make a few more than we need, because when we go to Glebo, we're going to need another 6 of these. I can also get you working. I'm going to need a bunch of you. What are you going to run out on first? Honestly, probably electronic circuits. No, you're going to need another, like, 2 stacks of copper and 2 stacks of steel. Keep you running for a little bit. There you go. And then what else would you want to gamble on for quality? It's like crushers don't really matter. Furnaces don't really matter. Belts definitely don't matter. I don't think any of the rest of this matters. So we just need to send up 200 blue belts. You have them on you. You need to send up 8 furnaces. You don't have them on you, but you can get them. You need 4 assembler 3s. There's 2. Deliver this to Fulgora Nomad, please. There's the other 2. It's moving. I just saw it. The Volcanus Pilgrim is coming to Nauvis. It's full. It's full. I need 5 chem plants. I need 50 pipe. You do not have 50 pipe. You can get 50 pipe. You can get like 200 pipe. Hey. Okay. What else do you need up here? 4 tank. What else you need up here? 18 undergrounds? How about 1? And that'll give you another 17 some other time. They're here. Wait a minute, why don't you have my calcite and tungsten plate? Where's all that? Why didn't you drop it off? Oh, because it emptied. Huh. Okay, fair. Well, those were the things that I needed, so I'm still going to take them out, but I might have to rework the way I've actually set up your conditions. I really don't care how much you fly around up there, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. Like, knock yourself out at the end of the day. But I do think I need to rework those logistic conditions long term. You want to have 6 of these. You want to have 12 express underground belts. 10. 12. You want to have 3 asteroid crushers. I don't really think quality matters that much for these things. One, two, three. You also want to have 22 solar panels. We have that. Eight? Okay, sure. There's your other 14. Here's your 3 asteroid crushers. 17 underground pipe. There you go. 6 thrusters, 6 storage bays. That's 3. Five. 6. And then just thrusters. And I don't think I really want quality thrusters. Why are you mad about... Oh, you're mad about not enough solar panels because the other half are in this rocket still. Makes sense. You can't hold any of those. Alright, what can I send up instead? How big's a thruster? 200? This one needs to go up now. That's all it can hold. You take some of those, and then I need 6 thruster. Six thruster. And I think that is the Fulgora Nomad done. I mean, you're going to be a little mad about this one solar panel that's supposed to be uncommon quality. But I can just tell you to not do it. And make it a normal quality one instead. You're going to need several rockets for that. These are big boys. Well, quality gambling hasn't paid off. Again. But we have a Fulgora ship. If we wanted to, I could just have this thing craft forever until I got the quality stuff I was looking for. I don't actually care that much. It's not actually that important. How close are you to coming back? You're waiting on 4... God, 5 rocket capacity. How many of these do you have? 161 and 201. So you are just going to be gated on rocket progress. Oh, you're not automatically requesting. You don't need to be my personal roboport, I guess. I'll fix you when I get back. I'd rather have you build rockets faster. There, that'll double Fulgora's output. Um, but that's where I'm going to be done, because when that ship gets back, we're going to be using these foundries and the calcite that it brings with us to fundamentally change the way that we process minerals on this planet. And it is going to be a very extended build. So I'm going to save myself for that rather than getting stuck into it at 1 a.m. If you want to know when that fundamental rework is going to take place, I have a Discord. That is going to be the best place for you to know when we are going to be streaming in the future. And I have a VODs channel if you want to catch up on what we've been up to in Factorio in the past, if you are jumping in media res. I'll see if I can find a little bit of time to stream tomorrow. I normally have a meeting with my advisor early on Mondays, but he has canceled this week, so I don't have to get up early, which means I can stay up late. And we might also try and get a YouTube video out the door tomorrow for Guild Wars 2 stuff, depending on how much more footage I can get playing Spear Firebrand. So I'll catch you guys around for that, but for now, that's all we're going to do for tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend if I don't see you around tomorrow. But until then, take care. Have a good one.